Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be discussing the northeast part of Tucson, referred to as the Tanque Verde Valley. We'll talk about the lifestyle and what differentiates this area from different parts of Tucson. We'll tour 5 different communities, which include 49ers Country Club, Sabino Springs, Lakes at Castle Rock, La Cebadilla, and Indian Ridge. So let's get to it.
So let's talk about the location of the Tanque Verde area, or the northeast area of town. It's located north of Speedway, east of Wilmot Road, and east of Sabino Creek. There are 2 distinct different areas of the northeast side of town. There's more of the in-town part, which is south of Tanque Verde Wash and east of Wilmot and about to Houghton. And then there's the more rural area, which is north of Tanque Verde Wash and east of Sabino Creek. It also is bordered on the north and the east by the Santa Catalina Mountains, the Rincon Mountains, and the Redington Mountains.
What's unique about the northeast part of Tucson? There's a more rural feeling to this area. It's more spread out and the homes are on large lots. Horse property is common and it's located mostly in unincorporated Pima County, but some areas are in the city of Tucson. Condos and townhomes are rare here, especially the further east you go. It's furthest away from I-10 as far as the areas in town. It's close to the Catalina Highway, which is the road up to Mount Lemmon, and Summerhaven. Summerhaven is a small mountain village which is about 8,200 feet above sea level. This means it's about 25 degrees cooler than Tucson in general, and it's about a 45-minute drive from Tucson. There's a small ski hill there that has a lift, and the lift is open year-round. There's camping, cabins, and a lodge, and these are all available for overnight stays. There's a few small restaurants and a general store. And every time Kim and I visit, we like to stop and get a cookie at the cookie cabin because they have nice big cookies. There's a lot of hiking and picnic areas, which we also like to go check out when it's 110 here in Tucson. It's nice to have the hiking nearby. The University of Arizona operates an observatory up there, and they're open to the general public, and you can book a night sky viewing session. We went in June. It was really cool, but it was literally really cool, so we suggest you bring a jacket.
Oh, it was cold. It was freezing, and it was windy. Remember that?
It was windy.
It was really weird to pack your big puffy jacket in the middle of June and go up there, and you just think, oh yeah, it's not gonna be that cold. Oh, it was cold.
But it was fun to do it anyway.
It was fun.
There's a small lake, so you can go fishing, and there's some campgrounds around the lake.
Right.
Tell us about recreation, Kim.
All right, so for recreation in the northeast side of town, there's a lot of hiking trails in nearby Saguaro National Park east and in the Catalina Mountains. There's the Arizona Trail, which goes through both mountain ranges on its trek through the length of the state. You could actually hike from Mexico all the way up to the Utah border. There are also 4 golf courses in the area. 2 of them are more of in-town golf courses, and 2 of them are on the outskirts of town. So one of those that are in the outskirts of town is called Arizona National, and it's in a neighborhood that we're going to be talking about in a few minutes, as well as 49er Country Club, which is also in a neighborhood that we're going to be talking about. And then 2 that are more in town would be Tucson Country Club and El Dorado Country Club. Other recreation areas include Udall Park, which also has a rec center. Udall has a senior center, a rec center with indoor walking track. There are indoor basketball courts, racket courts, a small gym, and a public pool. Pickleball courts, a splash pad, a dog park, soccer fields, baseball fields, a walking path, a sand volleyball court. So a little bit of everything.
Horseshoes.
Oh, there's horseshoes, yeah. There's pretty much everything there. The Symphonic Winds offer free outdoor concerts seasonally.
In their neat little amphitheater.
Yeah, there's a cool amphitheater there. That's a really popular thing to go to. And then there's also a farmer's market that they have every Friday morning. There's another park nearby called McDonald Park. This is a public park that has baseball fields, basketball courts, a dog park, picnic tables and ramadas, a playground, and a volleyball court. And then There is Agua Caliente Park, which is a little bit different. It's a unique 100-acre desert oasis. It has 2 ponds with a grove of palm trees that line the shore. Last year, unfortunately, lightning struck one of the palm trees and caused a fire that damaged a lot of the palm trees, but it's still a very beautiful and peaceful place to visit. Let's see, there's also a lot of walking paths and some picnic tables, and there is the original 1870s ranch house that has been renovated to be a little visitor center, and it includes a small art gallery there. If you want a great staycation, you can always check out the Tanque Verde Ranch. It was established back in 1868 as a cattle and guest ranch. It offers a very unique place to stay. They offer horseback riding. There's tons of weekly activities that they have planned. It borders the Saguaro National Park east, and there's a ton of nearby hiking. There's actually a trailhead that's right at the entrance of the guest ranch. And there's also a restaurant that's open to the public as well.
So before we get into our neighborhood tour, let's introduce ourselves. I'm Nick Labriola.
I'm Kim Labriola.
And we work with Tierra Antigua Realty. We really enjoy researching and finding great neighborhoods to talk about in these videos, but we would even more enjoy helping you find that great special home. We've helped a lot of folks online who have found us online, and we would love to help you too. So to get started, you could email us at hello@realtucson.com, or you're welcome to call or text us, and our telephone numbers are in the description below. So first off, we have 49ers Country Club Estates. The neighborhood was started out as a boys' school in 1921. It then became a dude ranch in 1949, and that serviced about 60 guests from late fall until spring. It was developed into a golf community in the 1960s. There is a golf course, there's a driving range, golf shop, those are all open to the public. There's also a restaurant, gym, fitness classes, a swimming pool, and a playground. The community often hosts many holiday events and encourages elaborate holiday decorations. And it's a very popular place to trick or treat. The homes were built from the 60s until probably the early 2000s. It has whimsical California Gold Rush themed streets for the names of the streets, and some of the area is in a lower elevation, so you need to be aware you might be in a flood zone because it's also close to a wash, the neighborhood. The lot sizes typically will range from about a half an acre plus to maybe about an acre, and the homes back up to a golf course. Most are single family homes, but there is a small townhome development within the community, and the homes typically range between 1,800 to 4,000 square feet. Tanque Verde School District services the area with Tanque Verde Elementary, Emily Gray Junior High School, and Tanque Verde High School. We still have 4 neighborhoods to go, so stick around. But if you're learning something from this video, please tap that like button. We really appreciate that. And be sure to subscribe if you'd like to see our future videos.
All right, so next neighborhood is Sabino Springs. It's located north of Snyder between Harrison and Houghton. It has a 24-hour staffed guard gate. It was built in the late 1990s through the early 2000s. I almost said 1900s.
Yes.
Yeah, no. The styles of homes are typically more contemporary style or Santa Fe style homes with attached garages. They range in size from 1,200 square feet to 3,400 square feet. They're usually between 2 and 4 bedrooms. They usually have 2 or 3 bathrooms. The Arizona National Golf Course is located there, and it is open to the public. Within the neighborhood is also the Grill at Arizona National, which is open to the public for lunch 7 days a week, and they also offer breakfast on weekends. Resident amenities include a community pool and spa, a clubhouse, and a gym. And the neighborhood is serviced by the Tucson Unified School District. The default schools would be Collier Elementary, McGee Middle School, and Sabino High School, which is located very close by.
We still have a few neighborhoods to go, but if you have an area or a Tucson-related topic that you would like to see us cover in a future video, please let us know that by leaving a comment below. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about the lakes at Castle Rock, which is located south of Tanque Verde Road, and it's roughly between Catalina Highway and Houghton. It's a very unique gated community, and it has 14 ponds within the property. The neighborhood amenities include a community center, a playground, there are 2 pools, 2 spas, a sauna, parks, a walking trail, a jogging path, and a fitness center. Most homes were built in the late 1980s through the early 2000s. The homes on the western side of the development have a larger, more semi-custom feel, and they're on larger lots. There are mostly contemporary or Santa Fe style with stucco and attached garages, which would be the norm. They're mostly single level, but they're also 2-story homes. They range in size between 1,400 and 4,700 square feet with 3 to 5 bedrooms and 2 to 4 bathrooms. The Tucson Unified School District services the area with Collier Elementary School, McGee Middle School, and Sabino High School.
All right, so next we've got Cebadilla Estates. Cebadilla translates to native wild barley. The area was once part of a cattle ranch that was established by Eduardo Carrillo in the 1890s. It was developed into a residential neighborhood in the 1970s, with most of the homes built in the 70s and 80s, as well as a few in the 2000s. It's located east of 49ers Country Club, which we talked about earlier. It's kind of where Tanque Verde Road turns into Reddington Road. It's close to the Rincon Mountains and Reddington Pass and the Tanque Verde Falls. The views there are very beautiful because you're so close to the mountains. It's a more rural neighborhood, and it has custom homes on large lots between 3 and 5 acres usually. Most homes are on the larger side, between about 3,000 and 4,000 square feet. However, there are a few large homes around 6,000 square feet, and then there's a astounding 13,000 square foot home that is in the neighborhood as well. But typically you'll find the homes to have between 3 and 6 bedrooms. They usually have between 3 and 5 bathrooms. And because it's made up of custom homes, the styles range from territorial style to Santa Fe style to ranch style. The older homes tend to be masonry construction, and the newer homes tend to be stucco. The zoning out there allows for horses, and some of the homes include horse facilities as well. The neighborhood has a private pond where migrating birds can be spotted, and the neighborhood is also serviced by the Tanque Verde School District, which would include Tanque Verde Elementary School, Emily Gray Junior High School, and Tanque Verde High School.
Very good. So last but not least is Indian Ridge Historic District. And this was originally developed by the Lusk Corporation in the late 1950s, and it was featured in one of our videos on mid-century neighborhoods. So if you're a big fan of mid-century architecture, be sure to check that video out. The neighborhood is one of the best examples of stylish mid-century modern architecture in Tucson, Arizona. It's located near Tanque Verde Road and Sabino Canyon Road, kind of near Moyudal, the rec center we talked about earlier. It's in the busier part of Northeast Tucson. Most of the homes, if not all, were built with a regional material called burnt adobe block, and this was used in Tucson between the 1950s through the 1970s. The lot sizes are large and typically run from about a 1/4 acre to just over 1/2 an acre, with floor plans between 1,600 and 3,000 square feet. There's 3 to 5 bedrooms in most of the homes with 2 to 3 baths. There is a very active volunteer neighborhood association, and they often organize community social events. There's a neighborhood pool available for use at an additional fee, but it's a very reasonable yearly fee, and there's an active swim team in the neighborhood. There is a historic status to this neighborhood, and if you own a contributing property, you may be eligible for a substantial property tax savings. The Tucson Unified School District is also the school district for the area, and I had to look this up even though I've passed this sign like many times. It's Fruchtendler Elementary School, Booth Fickett.
Wait.
So I got the Fruchtender, but then I had a problem with Booth Fickett, yes. And Sabino High School is the high school. We hope you found this video helpful. Please subscribe so you can check out our future videos. Let us know if there's topics that you're interested in seeing, and we look forward to helping you buy or sell your property here in Tucson. Thanks again for watching.